Okay, we are doing a review of the Luxe Tipi tent. I got the Octopeak set up here with the 2.5 person inner tent. I'll show you that in a second. That's the I believe 7-foot stovepipe on there. Nice little walk around. You can see the snow skirt all around there. It comes with a few guy lines, and you have room for a lot more here all around the tent. I like the fact that it comes with a few openings, so you can adjust the ventilation. There's a mesh in there to prevent, you know, bugs and whatnot from coming on in. And if you want, you can tie this off even more here and, you know, really keep the heat inside. You also have another opening here at the top. You could sort of see it, and that runs all the way up the top. And so you know, you can constantly have airflow in there, and the risk of carbon monoxide poisoning is limited. Got the stove jack here. This thing's a champ. Been burning the stove in for a few days now, and you can see the patinas formed nicely on there, and the stove jack is still wonderfully intact. It's a silicone coated fiberglass material, so it's fire resistant. It's great. Let's take a look on inside. And one more thing here, these the snow skirts, they have guy lines as well that you can tie out here, so that's good. Here's a look at the strap here. You can adjust this, pull it, loosen it, do what you want. We'll pop this open, take a look inside. And inside here I have the 2.5 person inner tent. You can set this up from either corner, so I have it set up from this corner to that corner, but you can for future purposes I'd likely set it up from that corner to that corner in the back there, just to make for some more room. Don't mind the Coke can on the stove. I was obviously lounging in here, and as you can see, there's a lot of room, and this is the 2.5 person tent. You can see you got a lot of room in there. I slept in there comfortably with my girlfriend and my dog. Where is he? Ghosty, come here. And I believe I was one of the first people to actually receive this, the 2.5 inner tent here, the 2.5 person inner tent. It was exclusively designed for the Octopeak, and I'll give you a close view here. I have it pitched up pretty nice. You can see there's an air gap all the way around the tent, so that way condensation forms inside here. And it is a little, you could sort of see maybe as I run my hand, there is some condensation, but because of the air gap, it doesn't come onto the inner tent, and it keeps us completely dry inside. Taking a look inside here, it's got one storage area in here. You can close this mesh off and tie it around, but it's very spacious in here. We have 2 extra large thermarests in here, and there's still room in the corner there. You even still got some headroom and leg room. Very roomy in here. I remember when I first ordered this, I messaged them about a week later. I'm like, guys, where's my inner tent? They hadn't sent it yet because it was still being manufactured, and they sent it off late October. They just responded like, dude, relax, it's sending. Yep, it's high in demand, so it took them a while. But yeah, it's very cozy in here, very spacious. You can see I got a lot of room. My head is touching, but when I'm lying down, it's not an issue. Even then, when I'm just lounging in here, what you can do is it's very easy to adjust this, and I'll show you. You can just pull off the top here, off the hook, and when you're not sleeping, you know, you can tuck this away, and you can have a lot more room in there. And we do have the Wild West stove with the you know, the looking glass in there. Awesome stove. This setup in general, and let me just show you how quickly you can adjust these straps here depending on the height. Also in the corner, you can adjust the pitch. you can loosen this and tighten this and do what you want here to make sure you get that air gap in between. And you know, it's just a clip and hang, really. It's really easy. Very easy, just like so. And the tent's back in. And you still have a lot of room in there as well. You know, you can, I had 2 chairs in there, 2 small camping chairs and a table the other day. I was making some breakfast on here and whatnot. In general, I would give this setup probably a 9 out of 10. The only reason I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10 is for the whole setup, and that one reason is because the chimney, I burned some leaves there. You can tell definitely how hot it comes. But the chimney doesn't come with a cap, and I wish it did. It was raining a bit last night, and it put out the fire near the back, so that was one issue I encountered. Other than that though, and you know, provided this is, you know, mainly designed for the winter, and if you're going to be using this in the winter, I don't expect the snow to be as much of an issue as the rain. But I just wish that, you know, Luxe either sold a cap or they gave you one with it. But in general, you know, like I said, 9 out of 10 for sure for this setup in general. Altogether, the outer tent, the inner tent, the stove, even the pole, it all weighs like just under 15 pounds or around 15 pounds. So, you know, especially for winter camping, that's manageable, I would think, and you're very comfortable in there. Stove gets burning hot, like really hot, red hot. You do have a few controls here. You can adjust the air intake here, and you also have a spark arrestor and a damper on the bottom there for more safety controls. And you can see I burned it in, and I have the patina nicely set in there. But yeah, so I'm gonna be using this all winter, hopefully. I've been camping in it for the past week in my backyard, just, you know, playing with the pitch and whatnot. And this thing is amazing. Really recommend it. I originally wanted a Seek Outside setup. I'm sure you guys are familiar with Seek Outside, but I'm really happy I got this. It's not as expensive as a Seek Outside. Like, this whole setup I think costs as much as like just a Seek Outside tent itself. So, but yeah, I'll lay down in here as well, give you a comparison of the size, and you can see, like, there's tons of room in here. Like I said, I sleep here, my girlfriend was right there, and the dog was in the corner. Hey, Ghosty! Ghosty! Ghost? No ghost? Alright, anyway. But yeah, we all slept comfortably in here, and even just with our body heat, this thing kept the heat in really well. And oh, another thing, the tent, I believe, is just about 6 feet tall. I'm like 5'9" ish. And you can see I can stand up in here. I'm fully standing. So if you're right next to the pole, you can, you know, you can change, you could do what you want, maybe, you know, have a little dance party in here, I don't know. But it's definitely spacious. You have a lot of room. And yeah, hopefully I'll get some more footage for you guys of me actually using this. But yeah, this has been the Luxe Octopeak with the 2.5 person inner tent and the Wild West stove. Really recommend it if you're into winter camping and that kind of thing. Thanks.